So hello students and welcome back once again to the today's session of design of RCC and steel structural elements. So in the today's session we are going to discuss about the connection between counterfort and upright slab, okay, and even the connection between counterfort and heel slab, okay. So now what you can see here, this part, the counterfort is connecting between these two, the vertical slab which is nothing but upright slab, and even this part, okay, this part, it is connected between these two, it is connected here and here, okay. So after completing with all the components, the design of all the components, that is stem, toe slab, heel slab, counterfort, okay, the one more important thing is the connection, the provision of connection between the counterfort and the connecting elements is also very important, because the counterfort is supporting both this, that is the stem and heel slab, okay. So without a proper connection, if there is no proper connection, then it affects the stability of wall, it affects the stability of wall. So here you have to give more importance to the connection also, because without connection it will be failure of retaining wall, okay. So in today's class we are going to discuss about the connection of the design of connection between the counterfort and upright slab, okay. So let us begin with the first part, okay. So that is the first design is, that is the connection between counterfort and upright slab, connection between the counterfort and upright slab, the connection between counterfort and upright slab, okay. So here again we have to consider what is the forces acting over, okay, here over the counterfort, and that in turn will transfer to upright slab, okay. So again here, so consider 1 meter wide strip, consider 1 meter wide strip of upright slab or stem, both are same, upright slab or stem. So therefore pressure intensity on strip, P is equal to 33.56 kilonewton per meter square. This we already calculated. The pressure intensity on that 1 meter strip is 33.56 kilonewton per meter square. That we can get, so that we can get from design of upright slab. That we can get from design of upright slab. This value we can get from design of upright slab. We have calculated already. If you want that, so where we have calculated, okay. So here we have already calculated in the previous calculation. So this is 33.56 kilonewton per meter square. This is in design of upright slab. Already we have calculated, and same value you have to use, okay. So therefore So here tension transmitted to the counterfort by the strip. Tension transmitted to the counterfort by the strip is equal to, so T is equal to 33.56 into 3 minus 0.4. Okay, so this will be 87.25 kilonewton. 87.25 kilonewton. Okay, so now here, okay, now this is, so that force at the bottom we have considered as this, here we have got it as 33.56, and that force transfer tension to the counterfort, because this is trying to pressure like this, the soil try to pressurize the stem, and whatever the pressure transfer over the stem, it will be transferred to counterfort. So that distance is, so total is 3 meter, 3 meter minus 0.4 you have to make it. So that is the thickness of counterfort, 0.4. Understood? So 3 minus 0.4. Clear? So that is 87.25 kilonewton. So therefore TU is equal to 1.5 times 87.25. 1.5 times 87.25. So we get TU is equal to 130.87 kilonewton. TU is equal to 130.87 kilonewton. So that is the total tension transferred over the counterfort through stem. So once you get the total tension, so you can easily find out the area of steel. That is AST, area of steel, that is AST, by equating TU is equal to 0.87 Fy AST, by equating TU is equal to 0.87 Fy AST, 0.87 Fy AST. So we have got TU is equal to 130.87 into 10 to 6 is equal to, sorry, 10 to 3, because this is the force kilonewton. 130.87 into 10 to 3 is equal to 0.87 into Fy is 415 into AST. So find out AST from this. So we get AST is equal to 362.47 mm square. 362.47 mm square. So this much area of steel required to connect or to provide connection between the upright slab and stem, to provide connection between these two, that is the counterfort and stem. This much area of steel is required. So that we'll calculate. So we have to provide as a ring or a stirrup between the two elements, okay. So suppose in the plan we have this is the stem, and we have the counterfort like this, okay. Now we have to provide connection, we have to make it joint, or we have to make it rigid. So what you can do, we have to provide the ring like this, we have to provide the stirrup like this in between these two. So this is nothing but AST, this much AST. So we have to provide a ring between these two. In the plan I am trying to show, okay. We have to provide the ring between these two, so it can be joined, together. So we have to provide the stirrup. So this is stirrup, for the ring. So we have to find out the spacing for that. Okay, so spacing will be pi by 4 into 8 square divided by 362.47 into 1000. So we provide it is 138.67, which is nothing but 130 mm center to center, 130 mm center to center. Okay, 130 mm center to center. So we can say, therefore provide 8 mm dia, 2-legged vertical stirrups, that is 12 VS at 130 mm center to center as a horizontal link, or a stirrup as a horizontal link, because we are going to link the counterfort and stem as a horizontal link. So here it should be 260, sorry, because we are providing 2 LVS, so the spacing will be double. So 130 times 2, so provide 8 mm dia 2 LVS at 260 mm center to center as a horizontal link, as a horizontal link, because this will be what will happen, 130 it is for single dia, so for 2 LVS we are providing 2 LVS, so it will be 130 times 2, so 260 mm center to center. Understood? So this is regarding the connection between counterfort and upright slab. So next we will move on to connection between counterfort and heel slab. Connection between counterfort and heel slab. Clear? So next is the connection between counterfort and heel slab. So again consider one meter wide strip, 1 meter wide strip of the heel slab. Now you have to consider for heel slab, of the heel slab at the heel end, okay, at the heel end. So therefore the net downward loading, the net downward loading on the strip, is equal to 48.93 kilonewton. So this is a net downward loading on the strip is 48.93 kilonewton. So this is from the design of, where you will get, from the design of heel slab. We will get it from design of heel slab. Correct? So the T will be again, the total tension transfer T will be 48.93 into bracket of 3 minus 0.4 again. Correct? Because the center to center distance minus thickness of counterfort. So T will get it as 127.28 kilonewton. 127.28 kilonewton. So therefore TU will be 1.5 times T. So we get this as 190.82 kilonewton. So this is 190.82 kilonewton. So again AST, we have to find out AST by equating TU is equal to 0.87 Fy AST, 0.87 Fy AST. So from this you have to find out AST. So TU is 190.82 is equal to again 0.87, Fy is 415 into AST. So we get AST from this. So we got AST, the value of AST is as 528.51 mm square. So this is the area of steel required to provide connection between heel slab and counterfort. Okay. So now again we have to find out spacing for that. So we'll assume 10 mm dia here for this because the AST is more here. So pi by 4 into 10 square divided by 528.51 into 1000. So we get this as 148.6. So we'll convert to 140 mm center to center. Okay. So therefore provide 10 mm dia 2 LVS 2 LVS vertical links at distance of 280 mm. So that is 2 times 140 at a distance of 280 mm center to center. Correct. Now this is very important here, vertical links. So when you provide connection between the counterfort and heel slab, we have to provide vertical links. But when you provide connection between, so for example here, okay, or this, okay, when you provide connection between the counterfort and stem, so we have to provide horizontal links to connect these two. But when you provide the connection between the heel slab and counterfort, so we have to provide the vertical links. So horizontal links for connection between counterfort and stem, we have to provide horizontal links. And when you provide connection between heel slab and the counterfort, the links should be provided in vertical direction. Correct. So that will be joined. Okay. So this is regarding the connection part, that is the provision of connection between the counterfort and stem and heel slab. Okay. So this is the end of the design part of counterfort retaining wall. Okay. And we are left with the detailing part, so that I'll be covering in the next session. So regarding today's session, if you get any queries, you can write it in comment box or you can contact me. Okay, thank you very much.